This is Jamie Drummond for Good Food Revolution. Today I'm joined by a young gentleman all the way from Santorini, Dmitris Bozonis, who is joining us from Artemis Karamolegos in Santorini, as I mentioned. How are you today, sir?
I'm more than great. I'm really honored to be part of this interview, and I'm really proud and honored to inform your clientele, your viewers, your readers about the particularities of the volcanic terroir of Santorini.
Superb. It's been a long time since I've been in Santorini, but it always had a very special place in my heart. So I'm very happy to be speaking with you today. Your wines are now represented by a good friend of Good Food Revolution, Bernard Stamwasser from Le Sommelier. Tell us a little bit about your winery, its foundations, and where you are today.
We have to say that first we should start that the winery, Artemis Karamolegos winery, was established in 2003, and the first PDO labels were offered 1 year later. But Artemis family has always been viticulturalist, so we have to state that he has very, very strong bonds with our land, with the volcanic land, the volcanic source of Santorini. And he has been very successful because I think he has the most well-balanced strategy as far as viticulture is concerned. Presently, we own land, we lease land, but we think that we have the best strategy in partnering with the best growers in the island of Santorini. I apologize, but because we are in the midst of touristic season, everything is more than demanding.
I understand entirely. So since
we have experienced two bad years due to the pandemic, and now we are trying to find our rhythm again.
Well, I appreciate you taking some time out today to speak about the winery. Now, since 2004, the winery has grown to be the third largest in Santorini. And I was thinking about that and then remembering how small the wineries are on Santorini, because you're a reasonably small island, right? So since 2004, when the property was founded, it has grown somewhat, and you're now the third largest operation on the island of Santorini.
Exactly.
And what size are your holdings right now?
We produce 150 to 180,000 bottles per year.
And how many hectares are you farming?
We are farming 45 hectares, but we have a group of very well experienced and knowledgeable viticulturalists who take care of our own land as well as the land of collaborative farmers and growers.
I see. And the majority of your production is in Acertico, is that correct?
The more we become more experienced and more focused, the more we try to become. Yes, the vision is to become one of the best winemakers of Acertico globally. Yes, we focus on Acertico. Acertico dominates Santorini. It expresses more than 75% of the soil of Santorini. And accordingly, the PDO legislation mandates that if a wine has more than 75% of Acertico, only then it can be named PDO Santorini.
You also blend Acertico with some indigenous varieties, right? You use, I'm just trying to think what you use, Athiri and Aidani?
Exactly. In our flagship label, in our flagship Santorini already imported in Ontario, we blend Acertico with Athiri and Aidani. 90% of Acertico, 5% of Athiri, 5% of Aidani. We vinify each grape variety separately in order to offer to our wine making team the ideal base blend. Athiri traditionally offers us herbal hints and Aidani aromatic complexity. Aidani has always been the ideal blending partner of Vinsando, the famous dessert wine of Santorini.
Yes. Now, you also have some red varieties there, do you not?
We do have Mandilaria as well, and we do have Mavrotragano.
Yes.
Mavrotragano and Assyrtiko are the two indigenous grape varieties of Santorini that we believe, according to the findings, according to historical facts, that they started from here, and now they are traveling. Yes. Yeah, and now they are traveling to the rest of Greece, to the mainland or other wine regions of the world. Assyrtiko now can be found in South Africa, can be found in Australia, in Israel, in Lebanon, in Italy. So more and more wineries invest, and many scientists believe that it can confront the challenges of the climate change, but we are not certain yet.
Now, when one is studying wine and one looks at Santorini, the thing that one learns is that it's a volcanic island. But when it comes to talking about soil, it's not just as simple as calling it volcanic soil. You have many soils within that tag of volcanic soils, do you not?
Yes, and this is the idea, that we try to explore the particularities of the soil of Santorini. So the more we're becoming more experienced in sourcing our winery with the best quality projects, when we felt confident, we started in 2014 an extensive microvinification project that resulted in offering 1 year later our first cuvée named Piritis. Piritis expresses 3 different vineyards that are vinified separately, and again, according to the profile of the vintage, we do the blending. Piritis is a very recognizable, very famous label international. It is our spoiled child, and in many occasions, wine experts, wine professionals, wine connoisseurs do not know the name of the winery, and they know the name of the label.
Right.
Piritis comes from the Greek word piritis lithos, which means fire and minerals. And we want to communicate, we strongly believe that the salinity, the minerality of our wines derives from the high percentage of silex in the volcanic soil.
Well, I can remember when I was studying wine, it took me quite a while to get my head around the fact that there was more than one type of volcanic soil, because there you have ash, you have pumice, you have obsidian, you have granitic soils, you have basalt. Those are the ones that come off the top of my head. But
and you have different percentages. So you want that's why in 2016 we zoom more to specific vineyards, and we offered a complete series of single vineyards. The first King Contact, named Mysterio, because we didn't know the outcome of our Venus endeavors, and 3 other named Louri Platia, Telos, and Papas, and that are only offered in exceptional vintages or only when we believe that the outcome of our endeavors is exceptional, is perfect, is ideal.
Now, how would you describe the success with your so-called orange wines over the last few years?
We try to be humble. We try to define it as a skin contact wine, and the reviews that we get from people throughout the world makes us believe that we are on a good direction. So we try to express different organoleptic properties of Assyrtiko. We offer only 2,000 to 2,500 bottles per year because they express a single vineyard, and the outcome is considered to be great. But we don't know. That's why we named Mysterio, because we didn't know.
Okay.
We didn't know.
How would you describe the aromatics and the organoleptic properties that come off Assyrtiko when it is made in a skin contact style?
High acidity, minerality, salinity, aromas of citrus and stone fruits.
Right.
Combination of generous alcohol. This is something that is very rare for a warm climate. The combination of generous alcohol with remarkably high acidity. So the wines that we offer exceed 6 in terms of acidity, and in terms of pH, they're always lower than 3.
Right. So
low pH results in higher acid concentrations and favors mouthfeel, flavor, and color. And this is extremely rare for hot climates. And it's extremely rare for a hot climate to offer at the same time white wines with long aging potential, with high acidity, and at the same time we can offer famous dessert wines.
Superb. Now, in closing, could I get you to do a quick recap on the 3 wines that are available in Ontario right now?
We have decided to start with Santorini. Santorini is the fruitiest expression of our portfolio, and with Santorini we easily concur by the glass programs. We also offer 34, which is the austere expression of our portfolio, and it expresses 5 different villages. So we have 5 tanks, and again, according to the profile of the vintage, we do the blending. It's a wine that it is tart and mineral driven. It's linear, and it expresses the bright side of Santorini, we say.
Is it more of a gastronomic wine? It's more one for the dinner table, I guess.
I think that apart from the Santorini, 34 and Piritis, there are wines that we suggest to be decanted and should be paired with food. Yes.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Piritis is more complex wine, and it should be. The more it ages, the more it resembles great white Burgundies or Rieslings.
Oh, interesting. And what kind of aging potential would you say that wine has?
We invest a lot in the aging potential of Assyrtiko. We would say ideally the window would be among 8 to 10 years, the ideal drinking window. Yes.
So unfortunately, most Assyrtikos are being consumed too early.
Yes, that's why what differentiates Artemis Karamolegos from the other wineries based in Santorini is that we experiment a lot, is that we have many microvinification. Only in stainless steel tanks we have more than 50. Also we have numerous French oak barrels. Also we will experiment in the next years with, we experiment now with clay cement.
Right.
So we try to offer great opportunities, great potentials to the winemaking team, and also we believe more than the others on the eligibility of Assyrtiko, either on the tanks, either on the bottle.
I understand.
So the more the time passes, the more we get experienced on that direction. We know that the more the wine ages, the better the key ingredients, the key elements of Assyrtiko are better integrated, are better mellowed. So yes, if we could have the ideal liquidity, we would close the winery for 5 years and then release our labels. But taking into account that the price of Assyrtiko is going up and up, and the competition with touristic industries fierce, this is something that we try to improve in a yearly basis.
Superb.
So even in our Santorini on our flagship label, we release it 1 year later than harvest.
Right. That makes sense to me. Well, thank you very much for taking some time out of your very busy touristic season right now for a chat with us at Good Food Revolution. When you do get a break, perhaps we may see you over in Ontario at some point.
I would be greatly honored to visit you in Ontario, and we are really proud for giving us the opportunity to be present in Ontario market through Le Sommelier and through you.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time, and we'll catch up sometime soon. Stay safe.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you. Bye-bye.